All right, men of leisure.
And our highly sophisticated women of leisure.
What if we told you
You could be 2 days ahead of everyone else?
while the rest of the world is waiting until Sunday, you could already be listening on Friday?
That's right. Subscribers get a 48-hour jump on every single episode.
Early access, early laughs, same ridiculous hosts.
It's basically like TSA pre-check, but for leisure.
Hit the subscription link in the show notes and secure your early boarding pass.
Welcome to the Leisure Breakaway. Catch the sun and seize the day. Push the limit, feel the heat. Listen to the rhythm beat. Keep on moving, never slow. Where the yellow jersey goes. The tour is calling out your name. This is the Leisure
All right. It's the Leisure Breakaway. That's right. Folks, welcome to our first installment of the Leisure Breakaway. I'm Michael, and with me is my good friend Adam, as always.
Hello there.
And this is our little mini podcast segments following, yes, the Tour de France. So, are you excited, Adam?
I'm excited. I actually had to, once we said we were going to do this, I actually had to look at I went to AI and asked it for an update. So,
well, you look, that's the important thing. Well, let me tell you. Let me just give you a little bit of information about the 2026 tour. It runs from July 4th through the 26th. The 26th of 2026, of course. It is the 113th installment of the Tour de France. We're going to have 21 stages over 23 days, and that includes their 2 rest days. Distance, 2,071 miles. And for our European
nothing.
and other friends, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That is 3,333 kilometers.
Wow.
There are 23 teams, and that equates out to 184 riders because there are 8 riders per team. We've got some big names going for the general classification. Tadej Pogacar, of course. Jonas Vingegaard is on there. Remco Evenepoel. And then one of the brightest young talents coming up is I always get his name wrong. Ayuso.
I thought you were going to say Juan F. Soto.
Juan F. Soto. Well, hey, I'd love to see that. Starting in Barcelona. Now, basically, it opened with time trials. And I'm not a big fan of the time trial thing. It hasn't opened with the time trial since like 1971. Not a huge fan of the time trials. Today was the team time trial. Later in the tour, they will be having the individual time trials. But good news is tomorrow they break out into the open road, and it should be pretty good. So, talk a little bit about the stage. Basically, they had a 19.6 kilometer team time trial. This is unlike the traditional time trials. Every rider receives an individual finish time, making it a little bit more exciting for the general classification riders. Basically, a lot of times on the team time trial, just to explain, the team, they all ride together and they finish with a single, time. But in this one, they've designed it so that each one of the riders get their own individual time. So it's kind of cool. But are you ready for it? Who won? What happened?
Oh, I'm sitting down. No, well, actually, I hope to take away an education from this. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So
okay. Well, Tadej Pogacar is the favored person for this year.
And that's a potato chip, right? Pogacar or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of education that's going to have to occur in the next 21 days.
Okay, I'm just kidding. So this gentleman, Tadej Pogacar.
Tadej Pogacar, yes.
Yeah.
And he is the favored one. Won it before. He actually did not come in first today. Jonas Vingegaard with Visma Lease bike team actually came in first, followed by Filippo Ganna, who was 8 seconds back, and then Tadej Pogacar was 12 seconds back.
Okay.
Another one of my favorites, Remco Evenepoel, which I had mentioned earlier, was 19 seconds back. So it was a little bit of a shakeup. That's what's fun about the tour. You just really never know. Vingegaard came right out and established some good time. So we'll see. You know, it's only 8 seconds, and people think, well, 8 seconds isn't a lot. Well, 8 seconds can be quite a bit. Tours have been won and lost on 8 seconds, and I know we've got 20 some days until the end of this, but it can get very difficult for riders to make up 8 seconds, and you never know what's going to happen if there is a crash or something, different things like that. I mean, it could make it really tough to get those 8 seconds, but I think it's going to be a good close race this year, so it'll be fun. Like I said, today they get back on the road, or they get on the road, and we'll see. So we'll just keep you updated as it goes. We'll let you know if there'll obviously be some riders who will not make it, who will have to drop out, unfortunately. We'll bring you those little updates, and we'll keep you informed of who's on top. But right now, Visma Lease bike team is the number one team. So we'll see as it goes.
So my contribution throughout this, not this first episode, because this one we want to just keep these nice and short, just an update. My contribution throughout this is I'm going to be looking also some different things like how many calories a day do the cyclists eat, some pieces like that. So I won't give all it away, but I was thinking last night how I could add just a little bit each time, just something kind of interesting if you're at home and you're like, oh man, I wonder what they eat to be able to do that. So I know they have chefs and everything else, and I'll be bringing some of that information and pieces, as well as trying to learn all along. So if you want to watch the tour, and 2026 tour started yesterday, July 4th in Barcelona, and will run, as Michael said, through July 26th. And where to watch depends on your country. In the United States of America, as Sam Eagle would say, the best country, every stage streams live on Peacock. NBC is also going to air Stage 1, which we've missed, Stage 8 and 20. Stages start early Eastern time. Well, of course, it's Eastern time. In the UK, there is TNT Sports and HBO Max. I know that we're listened to all over the world now, so that's pretty cool. In Canada, there is Flow Bikes, and there is a price listed here in Canadian at $49.99 a month. I'm not sure if that'd be like $45 a month American if you were, for US dollars, but I guess you won't matter if you're in Canada. Australia, free on SBS and SBS On Demand, and France, Belgium, Germany, Netherlands, Italy, and Spain, free-to-air national broadcasters. So, and not that it's our website, but there's also letour.fr, LETOUR.fr. So there you go. So there's your information.
So what you're saying is you're going to be talking about food.
I just did my health assessment for work, and like every question is like, how many healthy fats do you eat? How many processed foods do you eat? And I'm like, this year I'm able to check, not a lot of that, not a lot of that. But I love the way they answer those questions. It's like sometimes never. I'm like, oh yeah, you have my whole history. Never have I eaten something.
Liar.
But
no, that'll be cool. And you can learn about a mucinet.
I don't know. This is a family show. I hope you just didn't use foul language.
No, I did not.
Okay.
So
all I know is when you and I would be doing cycling events with our friends, people would say around this time, especially Ragbri, the tour was usually right around Ragbri, and people would say, I wish I had a guy to hand me a new tire. So I can't wait to hear about that. Like, how does that work and stuff? So I'm excited about that. And we'll add those pieces as we do these 21 segments. Unless, of course, on rest day you want to rest too. So
no, I won't rest. I've got my hats, my little racing hats on, so I'm ready to do it. No, we won't rest on the rest day. There's all sorts of interesting things like the tire changes, the mechanics. The doctors actually work on them as they're riding. If it's if they've got like skinned up, exposed skin, the doctors will be outside, hanging outside their vehicles, actually working on them. Mechanics will be tweaking their bikes as they're actually going down the road so they don't lose time. All sorts of, like I said, the Mucinet concept, which is the little bags that they give out their food in. It'll be interesting. So it'll be exciting. Ready for them to get on the road.
So to keep things, Michael and I discussed album cover, to keep things clean and concise. And so you can do this in order. We're going to label them stage 1 and put the city. It's going to have the same color and font and everything. So make sure you're paying attention if you'd like to hear it in order, if you're on the road or something and you find this at stage 16 or whatever, and you're like, I want to start in the back. Just make sure that you can put your podcast to chronological order, and then just make sure you look at the stage and the cities. That's how we're going to distinguish it and keep things nice and clean. So I'm excited. This is the first one done. Anything else, Mr. Sharp, that you want to add?
No, I'm excited. We'll produce another one, and I like the catchy theme song.
All right, here it comes. Let me give it to you.
All right.
Welcome to the Leisure Breakaway. Catch the sun and seize the day. Push the limit, feel the heat. Listen to the rhythmic beat. Keep on moving, never slow. Where the yellow jersey goes. The tour is calling out your name. This is the Leisure